It is really a known fact up to this point that America is the very center of Christianity for the rest of the world. It is the last great haven of Christianity.
Yes, sir. Amen.
It has been so for the past 300 years since the establishing of this nation. That's why it was established.
That's right.
Prosperity is only a result of serving God.
Come on.
That's right.
All right.
Why do you think Israel was so rich?
That's right.
They weren't seeking prosperity. They were seeking Jehovah.
Yeah. Preach.
You know, Abraham and Lot had so much stuff. Not because they had the 10 points to prosperity.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Preach it. All right. All right. Get playing. That's good.
They had so much stuff because they were following God.
That's right.
Yeah.
And when you're following God, blessings just happen to fall on you.
That's right.
That's right.
But when you stop trying to follow God and you try to grab a hold of blessings, what happens is you miss out on the blessing and you miss out on your God.
Yeah.
That is the deception the devil's trying to bring into the church. Stuff and things.
Come on, Pastor.
The major thrust of the devil is right here in America, not in the other nations. They're already being plummeted and destroyed by evil spirits. People are so possessed in some of those countries. We've never seen possession like they have in Africa. We don't have that kind of possession here yet.
Come on.
I have to say yet, because the further away we get from God, the more the enemy is going to flood his way in. Man.
That's right.
This is the major battle zone for the devil in these last days. We are being hit in every way possible to bend and compromise biblical principles. The devil has used the media in every way that he can to flood our minds with every type of sinful image that you can imagine, to desensitize us so that he can really overtake us. I heard a story, and this is the perfect spot for that story, about how you catch an eagle. How do you catch an eagle alive? It's one of the hardest prey to catch alive, unless you shoot it and wound it so it can't take off. And the story is a rich man wanted an eagle, and so he enlisted the help of one of the greatest hunters of all time. And he paid him millions of dollars to catch the eagle. He said, "How long will it take you?" He said, "Maybe about 6 months." He says, "Why in the world is it going to take you 6 months to catch an eagle?" He said, "Because it's one of the hardest prey to catch." And so he went to the area where the eagle would fly, and he went and he set up camp in the eagle's territory, and he sat there. And the eagle just flew around and just watched him. Day after day, he just sat there. The eagle wouldn't come down because he recognized there was somebody in his territory.
Come on now.
Eventually, the eagle came down a little lower, seeing what's going on. Came down a little lower. Until he became comfortable with the hunter in his area, and he just ignored him. So the hunter threw a fish out there. The eagle saw the fish, but he didn't come after it. He just kept flying around. Came down lower. 2 months went by. 3rd month he came down and went past the fish but didn't touch it. Then he came down and he took a bite of the fish and he took off. And then he came down and he started eating on the fish. Hunter didn't do anything, he just watched him. Next day he threw some more fish out there. Pretty soon the eagle got pretty comfortable with the fish. And he'd just come down and eat the fish, go on about his business. So then the hunter put a snare out there with the fish on it. The eagle recognized that the snare was something different from the fish. So he didn't come down. He just kept flying around, and 5 months went by and he got lower and lower until he took a bite of the fish and the hunter didn't do anything. Then the eagle came and sat there and started eating the fish. The hunter still didn't do anything. He just watched him. And the eagle became so comfortable that he dropped his guards while he was eating the fish, and then the hunter just got him in the snare. The hunter is the devil. The eagle is the church. The devil never just comes after you like that. He will just come around you and get you comfortable with him being in your environment.
Come on.
He'll get you comfortable with child pornography. He'll get you comfortable with homosexuality. He'll get you comfortable with living with your boyfriend and your girlfriend and being a deacon in the church.
Come on, preacher. Come on.
Comfortable with every ungodly sin that you can imagine until finally you're so comfortable with it that you find yourself caught in a snare.
Come on now.
Caught in a trap. The Lord wants us to wake up.
Amen.
And recognize who we are.
That's right.
They that wait upon the Lord shall mount up on wings as eagles.
Yes, sir.
Will fly high above the works and the trappings of the enemy. But we can allow ourselves to be deceived. 1 Timothy chapter 4.